Sunflower State, the site of our class today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Kansas offense will come out first. K-State was able to outlast the Jayhawks in a tight one the last time these two clashed in the Sunflower Showdown.
It was EMA for Kansas State. Every man a Wildcat, and they needed all of them in that game. They showed up right down to the very end, made the plays they needed, David, to win it.
Yeah, and they got to hold the trophy. And Kansas got to hear about it. They get to hear about they don't win this rivalry very often, and Kansas State's the big deal. Big chance to prove them wrong today.
Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll do it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kansas State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Greg.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was...
Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
That's caught. It's Donald. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. And the Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this.
That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They've got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays. Three beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Hale. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now they'll run the draw. Spins away from the defender. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate, and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down, but not before he crossed. The red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. He's got it again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab near the marker. It's Donald. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Kansas State quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Kansas State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
The end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. On target to the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a... Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Donald. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Donald. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground, he's got it again. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He might want another play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to let it fly. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. All the way down to the 24-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get it out of your own territory. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
That's reeled in. It's Donald. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Now from inside the red zone. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be changing the route. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down, from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State.
The Jayhawks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. He'll start this drive firing. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Breaks away on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Donald. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On the move. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
To the air, it's Marshall. Makes the grab over the middle.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Here comes the heat. Gets it out quickly. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Lost a throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll... to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here we go. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Marshall. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front, sees the gap, he's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's complete to the right.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got it looking for a first. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole...
Breaks into the open. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Snagged out of the air. Pushed down for the tackle. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Marshall. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that's a first down.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. One final play before the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richard. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Jayhawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Under fire. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's McKinney. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us. And
he'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Worley. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Roach. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's a yard on that one. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it set up on the outside. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Just a short pass to the tight end. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Kansas State! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wildcats! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run it left here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to impose their will with the run. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. No need to go Joe Pisarcik, Larry Zonka here, Jesse. Just take the snap. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it.
Good for a Wildcat.
I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Grab behind the line. It's McKinney. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Roach. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Bring in the heat. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. The Wildcats take this year's Sunflower